You are now entering the Thick Goddess Energy Morning Show. We in the building. High priestess in the building, didn't let my fears kill me. Transmuted my pain in that cleanse in the rain. Found out I was working and I conquered my demons. I accepted my purpose and the goddess I became. Good morning, good morning. It's Monday. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am Ariana, aka Divine Moon Goddess, and this is Thick Goddess Energy Morning Show brought to you by Divine Moon Goddess Healers and Readings.com, where all of your questions get answered. Remember, for the month of March, we have a new special where I believe it is, I want to say it's like 30%. It is 30% off all services this month using code NEWSTART222 at checkout. So remember, it is myself and Oracle Empress on my website. Make sure you pay attention to the name of who you're scheduling with. I would be listed as Divine Moon Goddess, although I will be changing that to Ariana soon. So just pay attention. So New Start 222. I got to remember the code because it's a new code. New Start 222 for the month of March. I was about to say for the month of February. We're not in February anymore. Good morning, Shondell, Alina, Lashina. Good morning. I don't know who Facebook user is, but good morning, Facebook user. Alina's a newbie to the channel. Good morning. So, you guys, I have been telling you about some changes. I have some announcements. If you missed the Crystal Live sale yesterday, go check it out. I have some really cool stuff as we're also shifting product out to make room for more product coming in. So there's some really cool sales from yesterday's Crystal Live sale. You should be able to go on the Divine Moon Goddess channel or the Divine Moon Goddess Healers and Readings channel to check out the sale. And the prices are good until Wednesday. And so, Alina, this is not tarot right now. This is the morning show. So it's a little bit different. We talk about real ass shit on this show and bringing some real stuff to the table to talk about it, to get our minds to think, to elevate and ascend, change our perspective and grow as fucking humans, right? So, a couple of things I've been talking to you guys about the platform for schools, for the school, right? The educational platform where I'll be transferring my educational classes. One of the things is you can still learn their pre-recorded classes right now. If you look under the shop on my website, you can do the self-taught version. I don't have any live classes. I know a lot of people want to learn in the live class with me. I don't have any live classes right now as I got way too much on my plate. I may have a schedule when it comes to fall. So be looking out for fall. But the platform will be coming before fall. So we will be announcing that coming soon. The biggest other thing that I'm working on is getting affordable healing, metaphysical and alternative healing sessions for you guys because I believe in it. And I believe that once we start going within and stripping the layers of hurt, pain, bullshit, pre-programming, especially the pre-programming, whoo, that's a big one. I believe we can have happier, healthier lives. And I kind of stand by it now. So that's another thing that I'm working on coming soon to a virtual reality near you. I don't know. I don't know if I should say it like that. That makes it seem like we're building a metaverse and shit. We're not building our own metaverse, just an educational platform. So, how's everybody doing this morning? It's March, 3 months into the year. Have you done anything yet? You listers, you fucking listers, you new year, new me listers, have you done anything yet? I'm challenging you to tell me if you've done anything from your list besides say I'm gonna get to it. Oh yeah, the list I made. Hmm. What was that about? I don't know. I didn't make any list. I always just try to be a better person every day, and crack out my goals, whichever my goals are. And I always look at what needs to be done right now because I don't like overwhelming myself with 20 million things that I need to fucking do, which I still do anyway. So if I had a list of shit that I needed to do, I really would be overwhelmed, right? Intake more water. That's a good one. Clear negativity. Been studying and applied for more jobs, getting off ice. Okay. Okay. Getting active, getting busy, right? That's it. Like making these changes. And sometimes it's just the small changes that are huge. Positive thoughts, huge. Getting rid of that negative self talk. It's crazy when you start to see how negative your talk is to self, right? Good morning, Grace. How negative it can be sometimes. It's crazy when you see that and you're like, oh shit, like wow, like where did this come from? Like how did I get so negative in my thought process, right? So beautiful. Anybody got their affirmations, mantras going on besides the positive thoughts? Have you put those affirmations up? I keep telling you guys, put them somewhere where you're going to see them first thing in the morning. You're moving. I don't know who is this in the tribe who said you're moving, but I love it because I feel like that new place gives new vibes. You know, when you're moving. I actually myself was thinking about moving myself, just kind of like thinking about it and like um create that newness because sometimes you need the new vibe, you need the new shift of energy. So sometimes it's not bad to pick up and move. You know, sometimes it's what's needed. Sometimes you need more space. Sometimes you just need to, maybe you need to downgrade. You know, sometimes we need to downgrade also. So it just depends on your needs. But I believe the fresh starts. I've even moved different states for fresh starts, which always felt good. Oh, Elise, I don't know why it's not showing your name unless you didn't give StreamYard permission yet. You use the app and on your vision board. I love it. Good morning, Boo. I don't know who you are, but good morning. You're using the app also. Also, awesome, awesome. So you are coming back to Florida. I love it. You know, I had kind of seen that, which is crazy. You do have StreamYard? I don't know. I think it's just because it's a private group, so you got to give StreamYard the permission. I don't fucking know. Good morning, Heather. So today's morning show. Good morning, Cassandra. I wanted to talk about um, like basically the theme today is I don't want to look stupid, right? I hear this a lot. I've said this a lot. I've said this a lot to myself throughout my life. I don't want to look stupid. And a lot of times we let our fears get in the way, or we let what people are going to say get in the way. And so we're always so overly conscious of what other people are going to say or do. Why do we care so much is what I want to know. Because I've gone through many sessions, man, hundreds of fucking sessions by now, which is crazy how many sessions I've done. But when we look at it, the biggest thing is people don't want to look stupid. And it's like, who, but for who? For yourself? Why are you looking stupid? The only reason why you look stupid is because of somebody else's perception, right? I am beautiful, strong, protected, confident. I am happy. My affirmations. I love that. And I feel like you got to make affirmations that speak to you. You can't just use other people's. If they work for you, great, but you got to use ones that work for you. I always tell you guys my first affirmation that's on my mirror is remember who the fuck you are. Every morning I look at that bitch and I'm like, "Yep, I'm remembering who the fuck I am today." You said that a million times. We do that. I don't want to look stupid. So we have all these stipulations and we have all these conditions so we don't look stupid. But at the end of the day, let's say you like to sing, right? Let's say you're not the best singer. Let's say you're not Mariah Carey around this bitch, right? But you love to sing. Your heart's in it. You absolutely fucking love it. Okay? But people will look at you and be like, "Oh, you can't sing. You sound like shit." Right? People have made fun of you throughout your life, right? That doesn't mean you can't get a coach, get a voice coach. You know, a lot of these singers have voice coaches, right? A lot of these singers have fucking auto tunes also. Half of them don't even know how to fucking strike a note if they wanted to. We're not going to go there. But they have auto tunes and they have all this thing that kind of tweaks them. But they went and got a coach, or people go and get a coach. You can get a coach. You can learn how to play music. You can actually make your own music in your own home if you get the right equipment, which is very easy to do these days with all the different apps and fucking platforms and stuff. And the people who like your stuff will come, you know? Oh, it does. Exactly. Exercise your throat chakra, bitches. I fucking love that. Yes. Singing. I love to sing. I don't know how to sing. Some people like when I sing on live. I actually don't like how I sing, but it is what it is. I'm not trying to go be a professional singer, but sometimes I'll like, sing some shit. And it does. I love music and I love singing. I don't give a fuck what other people think. I mean, my car, my fucking everywhere. I don't care. I really don't care what people think. You have to stop caring, because who are you looking stupid for? Not yourself, doing the very things that you love. What if you like to dance, right? But we all know people like to make fun of people dancing, because if you're not moving to a certain way to the beat, you're off beat or whatever the fuck, right? But what if your body speaks to you in that way? What if your movements speak to you in that way? Doesn't mean you can't take a dance class. We prevent ourselves from doing things that we would love to do because we're so afraid of what somebody else is going to think. I don't want to look stupid. But to who? And if you have those kind of friends and family around you that are constantly mocking you and putting you down for things that you love and want to try, maybe those aren't the right people to have around you. Because these very things that you would love to do, that you do, in the like secrecy of your home, but you'll never go out and try it because you're too afraid, too scared, don't want to look stupid. I keep wanting to go to some of these, like the dance, but then we had like the COVID, a lot of stuff shut down. But I've been meaning to go take some dance lessons, because I see these people doing salsa and shit, and I'm like, man, I want to fucking fling around like that. Plus, it's good exercise, right? And I love dance. You guys know I got my Zumba certificate. As I'm creating a class, will be coming soon. I'm creating my own dance class, but I want to mix it up, not just Zumba. I want to mix it up and have it more really connecting on a spiritual level, and really letting your body connect, and also doing a little twerking up in there, right? So dance for no fucking reason, right? I think we're constantly demeaned throughout our lives. We're constantly looked at as if we're less than. And there's these things that you want to do. Oh, I want to write a book. But you don't write it because, oh, I'm not a writer. Who says? I didn't take any fucking classes to become a writer. I just started writing. The biggest thing I did is because I had a passion for vampires. And I wrote my book. If you guys don't know, I have a book on Amazon called Blood of Silas, the Prophecy. It's under AG Milestones. I don't know if I changed it. I might have changed it back to Ariana Gutierrez. It's only available on Kindle right now. I have to finish the um, cover for the printed version. You just got to do it and not be scared of what people are going to think. I actually used to be in my first, like my job, when I was first writing, in the first, like, I want to say the first 5 years. And I remember I would be talking about it and people would just be looking at me like, yeah, right. You're going to write a book. Yeah, right. I wrote it and published it. You got to really start to strip away people who look at you or say something. You have to ask yourself, what are the things I would love to do? Writing a book was huge for me. The fact that I can. I actually got a couple books coming. One is a twin flame self help book I'm putting together. And the other one I have is volume two of the Blood of Silas. There's volume two. Um, and then I have one called Elena's Door, which is a spin of kind of what I went through losing my daughter. But I made a character and made a story about it, which is a very heartbreaking but beautiful fucking story, should I add. Um, Belly dancing is beautiful. I love belly dancing. I don't really know how to do it, and I always feel really weird doing it, but I love doing it because normally all the Zumba classes, most of them are always doing some type of belly dance. There you go. I love it. You got to. Limited beliefs, exactly, those limited beliefs. And it's like from little, we're looked at like we're not enough. We're not enough. We're not special enough. You are. You fucking are special enough. You can fucking do whatever it is that you want to do. Stop telling yourself, I don't want to look stupid. For what? Why? Just like I didn't think I could edit my own fucking book. I did. I read it and kept reading it and read it, and I learned how to structure and how to listen for grammar. I was not formally trained. I took one creative writing class. I didn't like it. I didn't like the creative writing class because I'm a rebel and I want to do what I want to do. I don't want to do what you want me to do. And so they would give me a topic and I would have to write, and that's just not how I roll. I'm a writer with passion. So I can write what I'm passionate about. But if you just tell me to write on some bullshit that I don't like, it's not going to come up. Good morning, Penny. Definitely break out a song in Walmart. People will be looking at you. So fucking what? If you guys heard, like on Friday when Nicole was up here with me and she was talking about how, you know, she was talking about how she started getting into music and then she loves music, but then she had to get up and perform. And then all of a sudden she had this like stage fright. Like, oh shit. And she has a beautiful voice and she can play very well. She can play the piano and she can play the ukulele. But getting up in front of a crowd was like, oh my God, what the fuck? Uh-huh. She's putting you out there, Lashina. Morning, Renee. So there's these beautiful things that you guys can do that you're not doing it because you don't feel like you can. You don't feel like you're special enough to do so. You know, who's gonna want to learn from me? You'll be fucking surprised at how many people would love to do or be around you or learn from you. Okay? We got to stop saying that, especially in relationships. The reason why I bring it up in relationships is because we define our relationships based on what other people say. Oh, your man ain't doing that? I would have kicked him to the curb. No, you wouldn't, bitch. No, you fucking wouldn't. That's some bullshit, right? Shondell says she gonna ship them to you. I actually had if you guys remember poetry.com, that was like back in the day, and I had I had published some poems. I actually bought a couple of the books. Published some of my poems. I'm still a good poet. I love words. If you guys have heard a couple of my spoken word on my YouTube channel, you know how I like to rhyme, and I like the rhythm of rhyming in poetry. Let me write that down. What's the book? It's the Four Agreements. I'll look at that one. Good morning, Crystal. So that's the thing about it. Stop looking at yourself like you're less than. There's all these things that you want to do. I want to learn another language. Oh, I don't want to look stupid trying to say it. You know how many foreigners come here and every day they have to look stupid to say or speak in a different language, but they do it every fucking day. Why do we get so tripped out about this? Why do we get so fearful to not even try, to not even do it? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Mastery of love. I'm going to look that one up. The big one of the things in relationships, and I'm not just talking about intimate partners, I'm talking about relationships as a whole. We always are trying to save face in a relationship. Why? For what? It's all based on pre-programmed bullshit. People are like, one of the biggest questions in tarot is, should I take somebody back? Should I give this person another chance? Is this person going to change? Right? And in love, the only reason we want someone to change is we're trying to make them change to be who we want them to be, even though we know who they are. We knew who they were, but we want them to change to be who we want them to be. Right? And when a person doesn't change, we get very pissed off and mad. And then because somebody else says, our relationship should be a certain way, and it's not living up to what society feels like our relationship should be, you know, they come in a bundle. Yeah, I'm going to look at it. We don't want to look stupid. I don't want to be with someone for 5 years and don't get a ring. You know how many times I've heard that? You know how many times I've heard, I don't want to be with someone for 5 years and not get a ring and look stupid. It's not love. That's a transaction. We've talked about this on a couple other shows. That's not love. It's a transaction. Love is unconditional. And when you learn what unconditional love means you love people no matter what they do for you, whether they do anything for you. Try loving somebody for no fucking reason at all. Can you do that? That is unconditional love. We are constantly loving with conditions. I'm only going to love you if you do this. I'm only going to love you if you are this. I'm only going to love you if you could bring this to the table. We love with conditions all day and every day. Everything we do has a fucking condition, yet we run around based on what other people want. I don't want to look stupid though. 11. Took you 11. Got to learn how to love somebody for no reason at all, because your heart loves them. No reason at all. Got to learn how to love people for that. Not what they could give you, not what they could do for you. Because we constantly will sit here, I love you because. I love you because you do this. I love you because you do that. How about you love someone just because? Just because. No fucking reasons behind it. Not that you necessarily did anything for me. Just because. We got to start trying that more. And I'm not just talking about intimate relationships. I'm talking about relationships, general friendships, all of that. I see a lot of posts of, oh, if someone's not matching my energy, I'm not this, which I agree to an extent, right? Some people are busy. Some people are just living their life. Some people are just in their own world. Are we going to always be mad and fucking pissed off at people because they're living their lives? Or are we just going to be like, all right, call me when you call me. No love lost. I don't need to speak to you every day. But I feel like we're taking a lot of these memes are taken out of context, and they're just blown up. So everything is a give and take, right? But to what extent? What extent is give and take? I feel like the pre-programming of give and take has this everything is an arrangement. Everything is a transaction. I give, you give. I get, you give. It is a transaction. Everything has become a transaction, right? Right. Because people want to know, why do you love me? Because most of the time people don't love themselves. So they're like, I don't love me. What the fuck do you see in me? Right? When someone's asking you that, it's because they're struggling inside. What do you see in me? Why do you love me? Instead of just realizing that love is pure, it comes from the heart, right? So if we start to strip all these conditions, maybe we won't sit here so much thinking, I'm going to look stupid. I'm going to look stupid. How many times have you gone to wear something, but you don't wear it because you think you're going to look stupid? Why? Because how many people are catty and fucking rude and talk shit about you instead of us lifting each other up and be like, hell yeah. I mean, your the way you dress has nothing to do with me. I honestly don't like seeing people out with their friends and everybody looks alike. I'm sorry, it's a pet peeve. We're gonna do a show of pet peeves or triggers tomorrow. We're gonna talk about it tomorrow because there's a difference from a pet peeve to a trigger. I personally don't like when I see a whole fucking group of people that all look the same. I feel like there's no individuality with that. There's no fucking authenticity in that. If everybody looks the fucking same in your group, there's a problem. And this might hit a nerve on some people. You don't want to look a certain way, so you dress like everybody else. Fuck that. Dress and put the shit on that you want. And if your crew and if your team ain't pumping you up when you got it on, then they are the wrong fucking people. Just saying. Exactly. Exactly, Lashina. I'm going to put this one up on there because it's definitely, yes, it is a reflection on them, not you. When someone's snickering or they're giving you that look because you got something on, it's not the person you need to be around. It's not the person you need to hang around. Like real shit. I can't, you guys. I can't. It's a pet peeve. It's a fucking pet peeve. I don't like seeing a whole group because it's like we're not in high school anymore. We're not in fucking high school. Why the fuck do we all look alike? I don't even like when guys do that. You see a group of guys and they all fucking look alike. That's a problem. That's a problem to me. Why the fuck do you all look alike? No one has any type of fucking, you know, like authenticity. Where's your individuality? Like we're a collective, right? We're all connected, but we ain't gotta fucking look like twins and triplets and shit, fucking quadruplets and shit when we go out. You gotta stay to you and stop feeling like, oh, I'm gonna look stupid if I do this. So fucking what? I don't even fuck with people like that. I don't fuck with anyone like that. If we're out and someone is like, oh, look at that person, I don't fuck with people like that. I don't like it. I don't care what someone else has on. Cause me, I'ma pump them up. You rocking that shit. Hell to the motherfucking yeah. And I'm always saying it. When I see a big girl rocking some shit, like and she's half dressed, ass out, I'm like, girl, baby girl, you got some motherfucking confidence. I need that shit. Give me that. Because I don't have that confidence. You know? So I feel like we got to stop walking around like, oh, I'm going to feel stupid. I'm going to feel stupid. Because let me tell you, if your circle is making you feel stupid about shit that you would love to do, it's the wrong people. Wrong people. If you got people around you that all they're telling you is get tummy tucks and fucking put on all types of crazy shit to restrict you because for them to look better or they're somehow embarrassed of you, wrong people to be around. You have to like get at to this certain point where you find yourself. And this is if you want to sing, sing. You want to write, write. If you want to fucking create a fucking screenplay, do it. People buy them. You know how many people make money doing that shit? Ghostwriters, screenwriters, and all that shit. If you want to take a class, fucking go learn pottery. Go do it. Most of the time we don't do it. Why? Because other people are like, oh, I don't want to do that. Oh, I don't want to go there. You can't take food from you. I love food. I've already told you guys I love food too much to diet. Only thing is that I am doing is healthier living where I'm eating better. But I still love food. Food is a happy place for me. I love food. I enjoy food. I'm not starving to make nobody else feel better. You don't like my big ass? I don't give a fuck. Like, that's how I feel. It's like, yeah, I want to tone some areas because I've lost weight last year. I lost a lot of weight last year. And so, yes, I still want to tone some areas, but I don't give a fuck what anybody else thinks about it. It's what I think about it. It's like what I want. If I'm not comfortable with it, then I'm going to work it out, you know? I think if why not do some fucking pottery? The whole thing is this pre-program of what others think, what others think we should be doing, what others think our relationship should be. The second you talk about something, someone has an opinion on your life, right? They have this fucking opinion of what you should be doing. And it's like, no, it's my life. But thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your negative ass shit. When you want to do something and someone's looking at you like, why do you want to do that? Maybe because I fucking want to. Maybe you should just be like, you know what? Kudos to you. Handle it. Try it. Why not? Right. I am eating healthier. I have this beautiful shake. It's cooling in my freezer. And me and my daughter started to meal prep. She's the one meal prepping. I just give her the money and she does it because I'm too lazy to do all that. I'm going to be honest. I don't have the energy to fucking meal prep, but she's agreed to do it. So we're meal prepping and it's been working pretty good, actually. I think this is our second week. So it's not like we've been doing it that long. It's like the second week. Hi, Maya. I'm going to tell you something. If I go out to eat, I'm not just buying a fucking Caesar salad. Like, I don't give a fuck who looks at me. Not happening. No, I'm a fucking grub. That's the whole point. If you go out to eat, you're going to try shit. Oh, well. You know, just got to get away from, and I say this because when I was younger I was judged a lot, so I would not try out for a lot of things. I would not go out for a lot of things because I was so self-conscious in so many areas. I was made to feel so lower than what I should have been, and so that created this energy of not feeling like I was good enough, very insecure of what I was doing and never going the next mile. There was times where I would, I learned how to play guitar, which was pretty cool to learn how to play guitar. Um, mm, you know what? We all go through the stretch mark shame, right? But that's life. Anybody who doesn't like your stretch marks is a vain, and you shouldn't want that person in your life. Cause I'm like, those are like war wounds. Like a vet has war wounds coming back from war. Shit, stretch marks are the war of life. Right, right. But we're meant to. The reason why we're ashamed or we get ashamed is because some of us who had our children early or young, right? Um, we got them stretch marks really early, and then because society makes you think that this smooth, no stretch mark having ass, right, is the thing. But that's not reality. That's not reality. Now you see it. What did Kendrick Lamar say in his song? That one song where he was like, bring him some stretch marks. Where you have now people in the industry like, no, that's fucking fake. These women are fake. It's not realistic. It's airbrushed and fucking surgery. We can't compete to that shit. The average person can't fucking compete to, fucking airbrush and fucking surgery. Ain't nobody got money like that. Unless you go in the DR all the time to get, nipped and tucked. Or Mexico, one of them. So, biggest thing I want you guys to take away, be humble. That's my fucking song. I still love that song. I love Kendrick Lamar. He's like one of the rappers, newer age rappers that I can fuck with. Um, right, right, exactly. You were young. No, Photoshop. And that's the thing, even when you look on Instagram and you look on all of these social media profiles, everyone has filters galore. So you're constantly being compared. You're well really you're comparing yourself. Nobody else is comparing you. You're literally comparing yourself to all of this fake shit. All of it's fake. It's fake. I don't knock anyone putting butt implants. Do your thing. I had thought about getting a BBL at one time just to kind of recontour my ass. You get older, your ass changes. You know, I've always been infatuated with my own ass. That's how vain I was about my ass. But you start to think about that. But then when I started looking at the gruesome reality of that shit, it was like maybe I just need to go do some squats. Like real shit. Like, do I want to go through all of that? Hell, fucking no. You said your lovely lace. Right. I mean, you gotta love the stretch marks. You gotta love the stretch marks. Right, right, right. I like tree rings. Right, exactly. You got to get to a point where you stop comparing yourself to the facade bullshit out there. We're always trying to compare ourselves, thinking we're not good enough. And if you get a real man or a real woman, because wherever you date, right, whether you date men or women, if you get one that's real, down to earth, they don't give a fuck about that shit. That's like, yeah, no, I understand. It's someone who doesn't care about that, right? But there's a lot of superficial people. And what we do is we let the superficial people beat us down. We let the superficial people make us feel like shit. Because I remember that. I remember that a lot. And so you just get to a point where it's like, nope, no more. No more. Stop feeling like you're going to look stupid for doing something. Some of the biggest things I hear is, should I reach out to a certain person? I don't want to look stupid. If you do it from your heart space, you don't need to worry about looking stupid. There's no guarantees on what someone's going to react or say back to you, you know? And women, we're horrible for this because we put so much pressure on men. Everything is a man. A man has to come talk to us first. A man has to take us out on a date. He has to pay. He like the men are like we have really sat back and like the men got to do everything in the beginning, right? And we're just like we're the prize. But one of the things I'm always switching this around is if you don't feel this man is the prize and he's just as worthy of waiting for and taking your time with, he's not the one for you then. Well, I'm not saying women aren't the prize. I think women are fucking awesome and amazing. But I think we're hypocrites. I was a hypocrite for a very long time. I think we're hypocrites. We want everything to be equal with a man, but we're not equal with a man. We only want to be equal with a man with certain things: equal pay, right? Equal recognition, equal duties around the house until we get to some other stuff. And then we want him to be a provider. We want him to make six figures. We want him to be home. We want him to be up our ass. We want him to be calling us every 20 seconds. Well, I don't, but I see a lot of women. Unfortunately, I have a lot of more women clients than men. So I think we got to get out of the point of looking stupid to our friends and family. If you decide to take somebody back, so what? You took somebody back. If you feel it in your heart to do so, so what of what everyone else thinks? It's not their relationship, it's not their life. If you decide to deal with your crazy ass mother again, or you decide to move your mother in, even though you know your mom's crazy as shit, again, it's your decision, it's your life. We have to stop making our lives about everybody else. We have to stop making everyone else comfortable. That's what we do. We don't want to look stupid, so we make everyone else comfortable. Yet we deprive ourselves for the very things that we want in our life, the very things that we want to try, because we're constantly trying to make everyone else feel better. The fuck? Does that even make sense? No, it doesn't make sense. So if we can change that, if we could start honing in on ourselves, what do you need in your life? What do you want to try in your life? What do you want, or what are you willing to deal with or put up with? Because everyone else could say this, that, and the third, but nobody is in your place. Nobody is in your life. Nobody is feeling what you're feeling. Even when we try to be sympathetic and try to understand somebody's life, we will never understand fully and completely what a person is going through. So at some point, we got to get to this place where we say, you know what? I'm doing this for me, and remove the I don't want to look stupid. Sometimes we got to learn. Sometimes the experience is that. Oh, Janelle. Good morning, boo. It's true. I could think of so many times, you know. I'll say for me with my twin, especially in the beginning, most of the stuff in actions I took was based on other people. And it would be like, oh, if he's not doing this, he don't like you, and he's not blah 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 blah. And you let other people kind of cloud your judgment, and you base everything off of what other people are saying until you realize, like, why am I basing my whole life on somebody else's what they think I should be doing? You know, even like my kids, like, I want better for you, mom. And it's like, it's still it's still a different perception of what you think better should be. Just like when you look at your kids, you're like, but I want better for you, and I want you to do this. Again, it's not your life though. We are constantly projecting shit onto other people, and we don't realize it. So if you can sit back and look at where you've been, or how far you've come, what are some things that you haven't done yet? What are some things that you've been wanting to do? What are some things are you ready to do, and you don't give a fuck who sees you doing it, right? Like I used to go and be so covered up at the beach and stuff, right? Because I was just so scared of, like, showing my body or whatever. And until one day, I think a couple years ago, I want to say it was 2019, I went to the Bahamas and I had a two-piece on. It was the first time as a big girl, because I haven't been a big girl my whole life. But for a good part of my life, I've been a big girl, right? And so I finally wore this two-piece and was just rocking it. Like, fuck it. These people don't know me. Who fucking cares? Right, right. We gotta stop trying to make everybody else comfortable because of what the thing is, when we're making someone else comfortable, it's because of what they don't like or what they're fearful of. Whenever someone looks at you like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna go jump from a plane, they're like, oh my God, why would you do that? That's somebody else's fear. Just like, well, I wouldn't do it, but shit, have fun. you know, jump out that fucking plane. I actually want to jump out of a plane. Um, I think when I turn 50, that'll be like my 50th birthday. Or when I reach like, 1 million viewers on either Facebook or YouTube, that'll be like the big shindig. We'll be jumping out of fucking plane. It'll be something like that. Either 50 or a million viewers. We'll see. We got to stop letting other people project their fears on us. Be like, oh, you're, because people have their perceptions, right? Just like if someone was like, oh my God, I'm gonna go get a boob job. You're gonna do that. You don't need to. It's not about needing. Hello, bitch, I want it. It's like understanding that. It's like, no, I know I don't need it, but I want it. You know, it's crazy because when I was younger, I used to be very judgmental for people who got plastic surgery. And I would just be like, why don't you just deal with it? Like, deal with your face or deal with your body or whatever. Right. And as you grow older, you understand it's just like, but if you don't have to, why? And if you don't like it, change it. It's your body, it's your life. My comfort zone now, I'm way more able to do shit now. Like I don't care. I could sit at the beach in a two-piece and wouldn't give two fucks of who looks at me, right? Um, and I got some thick thighs, okay? And people do. It's not like people don't look. People look. You got to stop caring. I'll dance. I don't care. Being shy to dance because you don't want to look stupid. That's the whole point. You got to get away from that. You want to go on a hot air balloon? That's a little scary for me. It's because I have a fear of heights, which is the craziest thing. I have a fear of heights, which stems from a past life, mind you. Apparently, I was pushed off a cliff. I don't know how to really get over that one. I don't know how to work through that. Even when I get on um, not stairs, but like the ladder, if I go too high, I have a huge like woo episode. I think it would be pretty fucking dope to get in a hot air balloon, but I think it would also be scary as fuck. I think I would try it at least once. I'm one of those people who's down to try it one time. Like you could get me to try pretty much everything at least one time cuz I'm just like that. I'm very like optimistic and outgoing like that. Like let's at least try it once. I'm not the person who's like, "Ugh, no. Let me try it once. Either I like it or I don't like it." I remember one time our first family vacation, me and my brother and our kids, we took our kids on vacation and we were in South Carolina and there was this neat, neat store that just had a bunch of crazy shit like crickets, dried crickets and fucking dried maggots and shit. And so we bought a bunch of these little boxes of fucking crickets and the jerky was like gator, pigeon, it was some other shit. Deer. I don't know if it was deer. I think it was like I don't know, I can't remember, but we were like having fun with the shit. So we all sat there and popped a cricket in our mouth to see what would the dried cricket be. You know what I mean? Like who gives a fuck? You got to do some shit at least once. Hell fucking yeah, no. Them bitches they did not. They fucking threw me off a cliff. It was actually a war going on. Um, I kind of feel like I was somebody important. I don't really know too much of it. I just got a blip of the past life, and they killed me. Horrible. I don't think they thought I was awesome. So whatever you want to do, try it. Go see it. I've been meaning to go see an opera forever, and I am. You know, there's also trying to find people to go with you because normally a lot of people are just like an opera. I have a couple friends that I can call to do shit with. But I've been so busy. I have no social life because I've been work, work, work for a couple years. But I'm going to start to get out of that little by little. You guys, just do the things that you're scared of. Everything that you're fucking afraid of, do it. Write a list today. Those of you watching this, those of you who watch this later, I want you to write a list. At least 10 things that you're fucking deathly afraid of. And I mean, really, truly, deathly afraid of. Write a list. What is it? And I want you to start doing it. It's not a bucket list. Fuck that bucket list where you're like 80 trying to do shit on a fucking bucket list. No. Most old people will tell you, I used to work with geriatrics, you guys, and they would all say, don't wait until you're a senior to do shit. They would say, don't wait until a senior to go fucking see other countries. They're like, because I can barely walk. My knees fucking hurt. I don't want to be out all day. We can't go see everything. We can't get up these fucking stairs, you know? Even though we would have a lot of 70-year-old women that would be on cruises. They love cruises. My senior women, they love cruises. But don't wait until you're old to do this shit. Do it now where you're young and vibrant. And even if you're 50 or 60, you're still young. That's still fucking young, you guys. When I say seniors, I mean the 70s and the 80s group. And they'll tell you, go do it. Don't wait. Write a fucking book, you guys. I will buy it just to support you. Okay. Write a song. Matter of fact, if you're a songwriter, write a jingle for my YouTube channel and I'll buy it from you. I'm just saying, there's all these things that you could do. Okay. All these beautiful things that you can do. Get up and do it. Write that list. What are you afraid of? Because the things that you're afraid of are the things that you should be trying. The things that you're definitely scared of, those are the things that you should be going for. Those are the things that you should be wanting to do first. Damn, you died on a roller coaster. Yeah. They tell you if you have heart condition, don't get on the fucking roller coaster. You didn't read that part? Or was that before those rules? Exactly. I've heard it for millions and millions of retired people, and they all say the same thing. Do not wait until retirement to do the very things that you want to do. Go see the shit now while you're young. Go see the shit now while you're living. Don't wait. Don't put it off. Don't say I'll do it next year, because we are not promised tomorrow. And that's a fucking fact. The thing is, as soon as you're born, you will fucking die. That's a fact. We can't fucking get away from that, okay? So being that you know this, handle this. You do this shit now. I've done enough roller coasters in my life where I'm actually the aunt or the mom who's like, catch me in the kiddie zone. Like, we've done so many theme parks, you guys, in my life. I literally am in the kiddie zone with the little ones. Like, y'all go on the rides. I have a fear of the roller coasters, and it's just because I fear that death now in my older age. When I was younger, I used to be on that shit like nobody's business, and I get motion sickness really quickly. So now at my age, I'm like, no, I'll be over here in the kiddie zone with the little ones, and y'all come back and see me. We'll be on the little kiddie rides, the little balloon ride and shit. Right. I think midlife crises are not midlife crisis. People call it crisis because someone starts to do shit that it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And this person is going through a moment because they don't like their lives anymore. A midlife crisis is like a spiritual awakening, if you think about it. It's like a spiritual awakening. It's like someone's awakening like, fuck this life. I'm tired of going to work every day doing the same shit. And they're just like, nope, doing something different. And so the other person will be like, oh my God, they're going through a midlife crisis. I don't know what's wrong with them. Maybe they're tired of their life. Maybe they need a different one. I don't know. Maybe be supportive. I think spiritual awakening is what a midlife crisis is. I will go on small rides, but I ain't fucking with the big rides. I always feel like my life is going to end. I think the last roller coaster I was on, I think was like 20. Was it 2020? No, 2019, I think, was the last roller coaster I was on. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I've been on that one before. Fuck no, I'm good. I always feel like my stomach's going to go out of my chest. The one that drops, when you go way up and then drop, yeah, I always feel like my whole body's going to, like my skin's just going to come off or some shit.